Howard is one of the most successful directors in America. He's probably the top, I don't know, who are the top 5 directors? Let's ask Ron. Ron, are you the top 5 directors in America? I mean, if we're going to really think about it, I think you are, right?
Well,
who's better than you?
There's some pretty good people out there making good movies all the time. I'm good. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good, thanks.
This is my spot?
Yeah, take a seat anywhere you want.
Great.
Not too many strippers have sat there recently. You'll be fine. You're wearing jeans. It's fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You nervous with this movie coming out? Angels and Demons?
I'm kind of excited.
You are?
Well, the Da Vinci Code showed that there's a big audience for, Tom Hanks playing this kind of a character.
By the way, I made a mistake. Da Vinci Code worldwide made $780 million.
760.
And we were just trying to figure out what your take is on that. That's got to be 10%, right?
So I'm really excited about the movie because...
he's going to make it another big payday.
Do you get $76 million for that? I mean, I would think that would be fair that you would get.
I think it would be fair too.
You don't think? But they don't give you that?
No, it doesn't, because that's the gross,
right?
And then
but your deal is off the gross.
And then there's that's the gross what the theaters bring in. It's about slightly less than half that is what the studios get.
That's true, right?
Which is probably why you were reducing it. Your business savvy was kicking in. That's why you cut it in half.
Aren't you disgusted that the theater? Let's say you go off and you make a movie for 2 years and you're thinking about this thing and you could make a lot of you have to choose your movie.
Right.
The theater gets 50% of every dollar. Does that bother you at all?
No.
It doesn't?
No, because they got to stay in business, and
But don't the studios somehow own some of those theaters, and then they end up getting a double dip?
There's always that, But
right.
the fact is, what the way it really works is there's like a ratio. So in the beginning, the first couple of weeks, the studios take a little more than the 50. It just kind of averages out to around 45 or 50%.
I mean, you should get if you make a film that makes $760 million, you should benefit. I mean, you made the film.
I think he benefited.
I benefited.
I think he does benefit.
Do you have to split everything with Brian Grazer?
We've had that partnership for 20-some years. Everything goes into the pot.
50-50 with you, too.
But you know what? 24 goes into the pot, too. And that's, Brian.
Nice.
And Brian produced that.
Oh, yeah.
So anything he produces, you get half of?
Huh?
Anything he produces, you get
everything just goes into a pot.
Wow.
I see the name Imagine, which is your film company, your production company. I see your name on everything. Imagine.
Right.
I can't imagine how you guys can be that involved in all of these projects. What do? You farm them out to people? I mean, you can't be that involved in everything.
Well, it's a company, so we have some great executives,
right?
Karen Kahila and others who do great work, and executive producers and directors.
Has Imagine had any failures that I don't know about? I mean, it seems like everything's a winner with you.
Well, let's keep it like that. Let's
Are
not
there
delve.
Failures?
Of course, we have disappointments.
What is your greatest disappointment?
Who, as a director, maybe?
Okay, what film did you make? I can't even think. What film did you make that didn't do well financially that you think should have been?
Well, I made a Western. With The Missing, with Cate Blanchett and Tommy Lee Jones. I loved this movie, but we really couldn't get people to go see it.
Is that right?
That happens.
The Missing.
Yeah.
It's your worst nightmare. You put in 2 years.
I see everything, and I don't think I saw that.
But I love the movie. So if you,
did it get good reviews?
Mixed reviews, but it's be real glowing. Some loved it. Some didn't like it much at all.
I'm going to rent it.
It's good.
I will watch it.
I personally am really proud of it.
I missed that one. I really did. I mean, I see pretty much everything you do.
Well, we talked about Frost Nixon. You could.
I love Frost Nixon.
But are there any that were personal disappointments that you thought, all right, you go into every concept, of course, with great expectations, you didn't like the final result, that you didn't? There are always elements of everything that you wish you had another chance to do, and so forth. But I sort of quit talking about it because one time somebody said, "Well, what's your least favorite movie?" And I was talking, and it's a bunch of kids. It was high school students at a class, and I'm talking to them very frankly, very honestly, and I told them, and the look of disappointment because that was their favorite. So once I make them, it's not really up to me. It's people like the ones they like.
You sit and watch these films ever? Do you ever
go back and see them again?
Yeah.
I don't, unless I have to do a DVD 20th anniversary commentary, which I've been around long enough that that's starting to come up.
Right, and also you were honored recently. I have the DVD. I haven't watched it yet. There was like a whole commemoration of your career and all the films you've made. Right? It was a whole.
I didn't see that, but I know about it.
Why wouldn't you go back and watch these films? Well, I'd be proud of them.
I am proud of them. If I bump into them or something, and I watch a few scenes, but I saw them a lot. When we made them.
But when you let's say you're laying in bed and you watch TV and Splash comes on or something.
If I catch it in the middle, I'll watch a few scenes.
You will.
When I did we did a commentary for that a while back. I was really proud of it. I thought it worked great. We did a Parenthood one. Now there's going to be a new television series based on Parenthood.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
It's the same guy who created Friday Night Lights as a movie. I mean, as a television show for us. And he came to Brian and I and said, I want to do Parenthood, and I want to do this family. And we said, why don't you just invent your own family? He said, well, I love the structure of that family and those characters. And he wrote a fantastic script, and the pilot got picked up.
I mean, if you're not one of the wealthiest guys in Hollywood, then who is? I mean, you've got to be tremendously successful financially. I'm thinking this through. I mean, I started a production company. I used to make these productions. You couldn't get paid.
Right.
But you're able to.
But he manages,
You're able to make a living out of it. I
try to get paid as often as possible.
But how many projects do you consider every year that don't get, not everything gets picked up. Not everything gets a go.
Oh, no. I mean, for me as a director, I'm always developing 5 or 6 things, and I can only do a movie every 18 months.
Right now, do you have 5 movies in mind that you want to make?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You mean that you're actively developing
but it's, will the screenplays come together? Could you ever get the right casting? So it's one thing to have an idea that you're passionate about, but then it's another thing to get it to the next level where you think we can really make a movie that's, going to mean something.
Why have you avoided making a superhero film? You've gone out of your way not to do Spider-Man. You could have been directing.
By the way, I know I said that in an interview a long time ago. I mean, this is not the recent iteration with Sam
Batman,
Raimi.
Spider-Man, and Harry Potter. Even you turned down.
Well, I did. Yeah.
Were you regretting any of that?
No, because I didn't think look. I'm not a comic book guy.
You're not.
I did as a kid. I wasn't reading them. I'm not crazy. So
in other words, you had a life
to make those movies.
Actually, we saw his life.
I was working. I was a little busy working.
We saw his life.
I was obsessed with comic books as a kid, but then again, you as a kid, I mean, you were doing some cool stuff. You were on TV.
I was on TV. But the thing is, if you're going to do those movies, you can't be cynical about them, and you can't manufacture them. Right. I think you got to love what you're doing, and that's and I've been fortunate. The movies that I make, the whole array of them, whether it's comedies or How the Grinch, a fantasy like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Angels and Demons. These are ideas that fascinate me.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
Did you like it?
I liked it very much. And, of course, my daughter Bryce was in the third one.
And I want to ask you about Bryce in a second, but did you see Star Trek, the new one?
Yeah.
State of the art, right?
Liked it very much.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job.
But do you want to do something like that? I know you've done real space movies. Mm-hmm. But what about the fantasy movies?
I would, fantasy, and I'm actually working on a couple of sci-fis.
Yeah? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
J.J. Abrams asked me how his movie was going to do Star Trek. I had seen it, and I said, you're going to make $79 million. And he said, if I get $79 million, I will give you a blowjob, he told me.
And we haven't seen him since.
Turns out he's a bullshitter.
I can't get all of it.
He's one of them Hollywood bullshitters.
Empty promises.
Are people in Hollywood bullshitters? I mean,
really, Ron? Are they?
I think when it comes to blowjobs, just pretty much all the time.
You promised blowjobs and not getting them. Tease. But I'm waiting for it. And I don't. Since he's blowing me, I don't think that's gay. For me, I mean, for him it is. But who knows? I don't know. You figure it out.
79 million. There's no gay, straight. It's all the same. Everybody's having fun.
But
everybody understands.
No, but there are people you've worked with that are horror scenes, right? You've worked on movies that you've absolutely hated working. You once said, I think you once said that Val Kilmer was a nightmare to work with.
He was pretty erratic. He had nightmarish days.
Yeah,
there were nightmarish days, and then there were great days because he's talented,
But for an actor to dick around with you is so stupid because here you are successful. You might use them in every single movie.
That's right. You might make another movie.
What kind of jackass?
I'll tell you
piss
something.
you off?
I don't want to,
Val Kilmer.
Why later I worked with him again on something. But
you did?
Yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah, Val built a deck at Ron's house.
He's his carpenter.
And he had some real nightmare days.
and he later did he played Jim Morrison. He did The Doors, which is an imagined movie.
Yeah, right.
And look, because I started off as an actor.
Right.
I understand.
You understand these crackpots?
I understand. It's a very emotional
was a real
job.
asshole.
And that Barney, oh my God.
There were moments. I'll be honest. There were moments. So I'm sympathetic to all that. And at a certain point, if somebody's making it difficult, I acknowledge that too and try to work through it. But I cast them for a reason, and it's because I want what they can do when the cameras are rolling. And it doesn't matter much,
But
how
Tom
I feel
Hanks
about it.
doesn't give you any trouble.
Oh well, Hanks is kind of
He's
a
so
dream.
easy. You see, I might use him in my film.
Tom is unbelievable, and he's
Great
got
actor.
complete integrity about what he does.
He shows up on the set. He knows his lines.
More than that, I mean, it's first of all, it starts with a script, not in some sort of bullying superstar way. He's a great writer himself. He contributes, and he leads by example. Like if you're working out there, we were working in Rome. We were
Right.
working in Rome. In front
How
of the
long do
Pantheon.
you spend on Angels and Demons? I'm not talking about developing. I mean, how long do you spend shooting this thing?
I guess about 4 months.
4 months.
80 some shooting days.
Okay.
And so we were filming high pressure in Rome.
Right.
We started the movie in Rome.
Right.
And we only had limited amount because it's the summertime. It's tourist season. They probably the Vatican is not thrilled we're there anyway. They're putting
Vatican
a little
doesn't
pressure.
like you. They feel you're anti-Catholic.
Right. So
Why though? I don't get it.
You never read the books
yeah, but
But why is Ron anti-Catholic?
because he's making the movies.
apparently that's
If you give the Vatican $10 million, they'll look the other way.
where were you when I was trying to figure this movie
In
out?
Jersey.
He was in jail.
That's right. You'd have to bail him out to get his
I had to
money.
bribe a priest.
Sir, explain it to the controversy to me with this movie. Why are
Well, it's turning out to be not so controversial now that some members of the church have actually started seeing it. We actually got a review from a Catholic publication that said, "Hey, it's fun, it's smart, and it does no damage to the church." Two nuns, I don't know, the Ebert and Roper of
Catholic League or something.
I don't know. Reviewed it, and they said it was really great. They really enjoyed
liked
it.
it.
And they weren't threatened by it.
I don't know if you heard, but they've been defrocked.
They had one criticism for me, about like just the way I shot one of the action scenes. So
Wow.
everybody's a critic.
The
Right?
action scene.
The
The nuns were like, the car chase wasn't believable.
We had to hold it back for PG-13, and so they didn't like that.
So you're excited about this, but nervous. And is there a competition in the family? Your daughter is starring in Terminator.
Well, it doesn't come out for another week.
All right, so you're not the same weekend.
No, not the same weekend.
No, but are you rooting for her?
Of course.
You are.
Of course.
But is there a competition in a sense?
You think he would want to demolish his daughter's film?
Yes, it's Hollywood.
I mean, let me ask you something. This is a tough question. This is very
Okay.
Sophie's choice.
Okay.
If you could wish that your film makes over $100 million,
Right.
and is a huge success,
Right.
but that would mean your daughter's film has to bomb.
Bomb. Wow.
What would you take?
You're
yours has to bomb,
You-
and her film is great. Who would you choose?
You got me.
Be honest.
I wasn't expecting it. What time is it?
You want your film to succeed over hers. Of course.
Well, I have a profit participation, and she doesn't. So in the global scheme of things,
It's good for the family.
Are you surprised your daughter's career is doing so well?
she worked so hard at it, and could have been great as a kid, but I never would let her. And I have another daughter who's just left NYU, Paige, who had a cool part in
Tisch?
Adventure.
She went to Tisch?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you let your daughter act when she was a kid?
Well-
What's wrong with that?
It's really, you know what? I was lucky. My dad was is still. Matter of fact, he's in Angels and Demons. He
is?
plays one of the Cardinals in Angels
wow.
and Demons. It's
Okay.
very cool. He really was, because he's a freelance actor. He had a lot of time. Two things: he had free time when he wasn't working, and B, he really knew the ropes. and he was a great supervisor to have around the set. He was a great safety net. And Cheryl and I were not feeling like we were willing to dedicate that kind of time. Plus, look, the whole, following in the footsteps of Dad, who happened to have been in two, iconographic shows that were, with Opie and Richie and all that. Very hard for a kid to shouldn't have to compete with that.
I agree.
And last but not least, most kids don't really make the transition from childhood into adult. So if you're really serious about it as a lifetime,
Beaver,
you want to start go to school, immerse yourself in it, and then make a career out of it as an adult. Yeah.
Well, do you think that you're angry with your father for putting you in the business at a young age?
I'm so grateful.
You are
grateful beyond words,
but
because it worked out.
Well, he was running around shooting movies at home.
But hold on
anyway.
a second.
I always
wait
loved
a second.
Right.
All right.
Dr. Stern.
Let
me lie down here.
Go lay down. I don't believe what you're saying. I think he's saying that publicly.
Okay.
What do you think he's doing at home?
I think at home he's on a psychiatrist couch and saying, my father, instead of being a father and protecting me, put me in that horrible business. That's what I think.
It worked out so well for me.
You are so turned off to parents who put their kids in acting. You probably don't even like when you have to work with kids on the set and you see these yentas who put their kids in these movies.
Some are great and some aren't. Some are great and some aren't. But I tell you what, it's a lot of work, and you better be responsible about it. And here's what my dad did that was great, and my mom. I never felt that.
But why did they need to do it? Why did they need to put you in TV and Andy Griffith? Did they need it for their ego? Did they want you to support the family?
How did it happen? Did somebody see you, or did they actually send you out on auditions?
The way it happened was I started working really young. Like at 4, when we were living in New York.
So they took you to places.
Yeah.
See?
And, well, the way it really started was that my dad was directing summer stock, and I started picking up on the dialogue that the actors were doing, because they had no babysitter, and I was hanging around watching. Everybody thought that was adorable. And so I was doing these scenes, and my dad and I would do these scenes for friends or whatever coming around, and I was pretty good.
Isn't it a miracle that your life ended up not like, Leave It to Beaver's life or
it's a kind of a miracle.
Eddie Munster. I mean, you really made the transition beautifully.
Hey, point to two people, him and Jodie Foster, the two that sort of made it.
Do you get together with Jodie Foster and say, look how lucky we are?
We haven't done that,
like
but
a group.
The group of successful child actors.
Kurt Russell was a pretty successful child actor too.
True.
I've worked
there are
with.
a few,
but it's and I look. Here's the thing. I always loved it. So where I think kids run into trouble,
right,
is two ways. One, they don't really learn how to act very well. My dad was an excellent teacher. I was around good people. The environment was good. It was very constructive. I was actually learning how to do something.
Right.
Not just be like a trained animal.
Not a cute,
now smile or now
in other words, Ron, the kids rely on their cuteness more than the actual acting.
You
not really learning how to be in a scene or
as a craft.
And so that was and that was a huge advantage. And the other thing is that I had no ambivalence about it. So most people go through that adolescent period where the work slows down. That happened to me too, and that's just reason enough to be discouraged. And it wasn't for me. In fact, it's one of the reasons I wanted to become a director was because I loved it so much, the whole process, the whole environment, that I didn't want to be sitting around waiting for phones to ring. I wanted to be the catalyst for my own creative life.
Does your daughter ask you for advice, or does she do her own thing?
Does her own thing.
She didn't come to you and say, "I'm thinking of doing Terminator. Dad, what do I do? Do I do this film?"
No, just about never.
That's probably good.
Well, the other thing I noticed about you, though, you didn't raise your children in Hollywood, so you don't have those Hollywood kids.
One of the reasons we moved east, but I'm not sure it has to do with the place. You were asking about Bryce. When we were driving to NYU.
Right.
To do her audition, because if you're auditioning for the Tisch program, you have to come in and do monologues and things like that.
Right.
So we're driving there, and I seem to be a little more nervous than she is. And I'm saying, so did you pick a monologue? Did you? She said, yeah. I said, do you want to do it for me just while we're driving? No, I don't want to do it. Well, why don't you just do it? Just run through it. You don't want to just go into the room cold. You want to just run through it. No, I'm not going to do it, Dad. Well, I'd really like to hear it. No, I got it. I'm a goddamn top 10 director. I want you to do your monologue for me now.
And she still wouldn't do it.
She still wouldn't do it, and she got accepted.
I understand.
Well, I respect it. I respected it a lot better after she got in.
Did you secretly think, because it's really hard when it's your daughter, did you secretly think this is a mistake? What is she doing with her life? She doesn't have to do this. she could be happier doing something else.
One of the reasons we left L.A. was that I didn't want any of our 4 kids to feel compelled to go into the business, like it's all they knew. And so they grew up in an environment where they saw that there were a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and still 2 of them fell in love with it.
Did you bring them to the set when they were kids and all that?
Yeah.
That's where they fall in love with it.
Well, yeah, but two not interested at all. And God bless
what's
them.
with Bryce? She with a guy? Because
She's married.
Oh, she's married?
Yeah, to Seth Gable.
But he
Very good
can't
actor.
compete with
White
you.
guy?
He can't compete
Seth.
with you.
Black guy.
I got a few black Seths.
There's very few black sets. Not that you would have minded, but
It would've been
whatever
A-okay.
goes, whatever
Sure,
goes.
she's in love.
Show business is a different thing, though. If you bring your child to your work and that's your work, it's easy to fall in love with. Like, my father always took me to work, but I didn't fall in love with installing antennas.
No,
He was in show business too.
You know?
I think that's the way
I love climbing roofs.
Are you comfortable with Bryce doing nude scenes?
Oh, that man! I'll
I'm
tell
not.
you. Well, thank you.
I'm not. I know you now.
She had to do that at college. They
She
had
was
this
naked?
experimental. Yeah.
That is wrong. Now, let me tell you something. My daughter's a graduate of Tisch, and I'll tell you something. That's not right for the under the
I'll tell you, my
college
dad,
auspices.
I brought my dad to the play.
Was it a male professor?
It was. Yeah, you bet.
That'd be like Professor Howard Stern. Bryce, I need you to get naked for this.
Productions are nude.
what
Yes.
is
Well,
this?
this was sort of nonstop. I mean, she had her clothes on for about the first 10 minutes, but it was avant-garde. So anyway, my dad came to see the show.
Right.
And we're watching it, and didn't realize quite how nude she would be for that period of time.
Oy vey.
And we're sitting here next to my dad and everything, and it's gratefully there was no intermission, so the show was over. And I turned to him and he said, you know what? That's courageous, and as an actor, she'll never have to be afraid again. And I thought that was the coolest thing for a 70-something-year-old guy to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking they make such a big deal about these Barrymores, but you're building like a little bit of a dynasty with the Howards.
It's not.
aren't you?
It's not intentional, but it seems. Well, look, he left the farm. He by the way, he didn't like farming any more than he liked antennas.
But you know, watching your daughter nude in a play, to me, the only thing more awkward, and I've done this, would be being at a bachelor party and watching the groom get a blowjob next to the father of the bride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that might be more awkward.
Yeah.
Well, there were moments where like things are a little tense. There was like a little bit of fake stage violence there with a guy kind of dominating her, her and stuff. And I had an impulse to like
Beat the shit out of her.
charge the stage.
Yes.
Tackle that son of a bitch.
I would imagine it'd be very hard for a kid to have a father like Ron Howard.
Sure.
And then you want to go into acting. I mean, I would just think it's crazy. And then, you think about all the people in your life, too, who you must feel the ugly green jealousy on your back when you think Chachi's probably staring at you.
I don't know that.
Potsy.
Well, in Chachi's reality show, did you see that part of? I don't know if Ron ever saw Scott Bale's reality show. Scott
I never
Bale
did. No, I heard
I
about
can't believe you're not obsessed with seeing it.
Ron's brother, Clint Howard, is in a scene. They see each other.
Right.
And Scott goes to Clint Howard, and this had to be awkward for your brother, but Scott says to him, I've been trying to get in one of your brother's movies for years.
Oh, no.
I mean, that is like, what does Clint say to that? All right, let me make a call.
When you were casting a new movie, do you hear from these characters, this leech, all these guys, they want to leech onto you?
No.
Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith, major pain in the ass. No one in Hollywood is a major pain.
There's no way Donnie Most or Anson Williams has your number.
I talk to those guys all the time.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You really do?
Oh yeah.
I believe it. He's clearly like,
Ron, how are you going to get rid of these guys?
It would be in the tabloids if he didn't take their calls.
I
yeah.
know. You know what, Ron? I'll tell you how I got rid of my buddies Anthony and Vinny.
You know where Ron talks to them? In court. He's got a restraining order. I'll see you guys next month when I renew this. What do you mean? I mean,
They're friends. They're great friends.
You still friends with Mel Gibson? Is it hard to maintain a friendship with him after he goes through a controversy?
I haven't talked to him in ages, but
I
he's
knew
kind
you
of
dropped him.
He's.
I knew it.
I really, he's kind of he's kind of not around L.A. He's not around New York, and
But he's ruined himself. He had a perfect.
Oh, I don't think so.
He had a perfect. Come on.
Well,
let's stop the Hollywood bullshit. The guy.
The next time he stars in a movie, people are going to want to see him because he's a good actor. He's a charismatic guy. He's a great director.
Miss California. Are you really going to listen to what he has to say about people
No,
and
but
religion.
Forget that. I'm just saying that he had everything going for him.
Sure.
Great director. I love his films.
Yeah.
And all he had to do was keep his mouth shut.
And then the Jew incident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ron's
Now he's dumped the wife. He's Mr. Catholic. He's dumped the wife.
right.
And he's running around has a person holding a sign up of his new girlfriend's name when he's
He's
so they
getting
get the
weird.
spelling right.
He was the first guy, if he were on the show, to say, he wrestles.
screwed up.
He wrestles with demons all the time.
He's Mr. I know it's true. He's Mr. Catholic.
Yeah.
That would be like Mr. Met
but
dating a chick.
You are squeaky clean. You got to be one of the smartest guys in Hollywood. You don't screw around.
Right.
We never get to hear these chicks you're banging.
Right.
You keep it on the QT.
How do you do that? How do you keep it so quiet?
How do you have sex with these actresses and it never ever comes out
How
in
do
the
you
press?
keep it so
What I want to know
Talk
from Ron
about
is,
that for a second, and then we'll get back to Angels and Demons.
and how do you get heroin secretly?
Yeah, how do you score heroin and no one knows? By the way, Angels and Demons is opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. That's why Ron's here. He's not here for.
He doesn't like our fooling around.
He's not here because he likes talking about the Tisch School with Howard.
That's a good school. But Angels and Demons is really good, too.
Angels and you're saying it's a good movie.
That's why you ask at the beginning, am I nervous? And I'm more excited because it's a real audience movie. It's a thriller. Look, the first Da Vinci Code, the impetus for making it was this almost philosophical, theological challenge to the church, And it was, by the way, we tried to make it a mystery and a thriller, and that's the way the book was. This is really start to finish, mystery thriller. Has much more action. It's one of the reasons I've never done a sequel, but I felt like as a director, it was a whole different kind of movie to make in a lot of ways, and audiences from our screenings and so forth really, really liking it, and so that's why. Of course, I'm nervous.
Of course you do. You got Brian Grazer breathing on his neck. What's the take? What are we getting out of this thing?
But
Speaking
I really
of sequels,
need to show it to audiences because I think people are going to get a big kick out of it.
Speaking of sequels, were you ever offered Apollo 14?
Yes, he was.
The end of the first Da Vinci Code. I love the Da Vinci Code, the movie, by the way.
Thank you.
And I didn't read the book, and I got it. At the end, you sort of allude to the fact that young girl is the descendant of Christ.
Yeah.
Now, so does it pick up right from there?
No, it's a separate adventure. In fact, this
Oh, okay.
book was
I
actually
don't need
written
to see
before.
the Da Vinci Code in order to see Angels of Demons.
No.
Oh, good.
But I think it definitely benefited us to make it a follow-up, even though the Angels and Demons as a novel was actually published first. But it's a more intense story. It's more violent. And I think the fact that Langdon's already been through the one adventure and now is kind of going deeper into this world of, here's all that can happen surrounding these sort of mysteries.
In light of Star Trek's success, are you sorry you didn't put Kirk or Leonard Nimoy in the movie?
Yeah, because Leonard Nimoy actually seems to be the one you need to get.
Out of nowhere, Spock shows up.
To me, I would do that if I was a director. I would just throw these guys in it just for the hell of it. What do you want, Gary?
I got a question,
Go
man.
ahead. Really?
Yeah,
You're
I-
going to interrupt my fantastic interview with a potentially disastrous question? By the way, didn't Tom
Did you?
Hanks... Do you know what happened to Gary? He threw out the first pitch at Citi Field. Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, you got to put this in a movie.
Really?
This is your next
Hey,
film.
we're not going to show this to every A-lister, are we?
No. Listen to me. Didn't Tom Hanks throw out a first pitch and you caught it, but it was a disaster?
I couldn't
right?
catch it.
It was so far askew from what it should be.
It was. By the way, we were warming up. We even warmed up in the bullpen.
Right.
And I thought, man, he's got some heat, and he's a pretty big guy, and he was bringing it, and just lobbing him in, but it was head zing. But we got in there, 50,000 fans.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And their number one player stepped into the box. So now he's got a guy here that he doesn't want to hit because the guy's a superstar and Japanese, and that would be very impolite in Japan.
Right.
My brother Clint said, he should have screwed that. He should have brushed him back. He should
Yeah, a little chin music.
have put one right between the 4 and the 7.
This was in Tokyo.
Yeah, it was in Tokyo.
Right.
And so Tom, very good athlete, threw it 8 feet wide and in the dirt. I made a nice lunge, which I can verify because I had dirt on my pants. I really tried.
Right.
And I went to the backstop. And
How come we never see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mine was on Kimmel last night. That's how bad it was.
Well, here it
really?
is. Take a
Look.
look. There you go. There's Gary at the... Now, he completely misses the catcher and it goes... It hits the umpire.
Gary, you did way worse.
Yeah.
Worse than Tom Hanks.
If I could say, because he wasn't girlish when he threw
Yes,
it.
I know.
That's the point. You got to just whip it. You got to whip it.
It didn't lob up and over to the right.
I got it.
You know,
Gary,
but-
you were such pain in your face.
I know.
Ron Howard thinks how girlish you throw. Unbelievable.
Can I ask Ron the question I came in to ask?
Oh, the question is now changed.
No.
It's hateful.
I heard that when you were making The Grinch, that Jim Carrey was complaining about the outfit.
Yeah.
And somebody said that you put the full outfit on one day. It came in to show him that it wasn't so bad.
Well, it wasn't that. I'd always told him that out of sympathy, someday I'll wear it. Because he would say, man, this is brutal. But by the way, to Jim's credit, I got to say, early on, I said, should we adjust it? Should we simplify this thing? Because, I don't want this to be a nightmare. And he said, no, this is the look. This is what we got to go for. So he toughed it out, but he was miserable. And so one day as a surprise, just to kind of boost him at about the halfway point when things were getting pretty low, I showed up in the outfit.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It was fun.
Oh, that's cool.
It was fun.
You brought up your brother. Is it hard for your brother to have you in the same business as him and you be so super successful? I mean, do you guys sit down and work that out and you ever say to him, listen, Clint, this has got to be awkward.
Right.
Because I'm so goddamn successful. There's not too many people who are so successful like you.
He has a theory.
Go ahead.
We're very close.
Right.
Really close. I love working with him.
He live near you? Do you guys that close?
He lives in the house.
No.
No. I didn't know that.
No, he lives near he lives in L.A. still.
Right.
He's in the Cato Kalin trap.
But he's got a great life.
Right.
And he loves what he's doing, and he looks at the way I work, and he says, I don't want to work like you.
Right.
And
Are you a workaholic?
Probably.
So
I
he's
don't know.
lazy on top of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that what you're saying?
He's got a great life. I sort of wish I had his peace of mind in a lot of ways.
Do you get to see your wife every night? Or are you one of these
Pretty
guys
much, yeah.
who casts his wife aside and doesn't really...
Do you know your wife anymore?
She's not cast assideable.
She is not.
No, she's fantastic. Well, look, we met in high school. We're going to be, what year is this?
That's
it'll be 34 years this June.
Wow.
Congratulations. I mean,
Thank
that
you.
is a major success story. And you still enjoy banging her, and you still enjoy the sex, right?
I think on the phone last time
We got into this a little.
I said that I was having sex while I was doing the interview.
That's a pro. That is a pro.
Well, it was actually that was a joke, actually.
Your wife must be a spectacular person.
She's a great person.
She can hold your attention. I mean, you work with these beautiful actresses. I mean, it's one after another.
She's
you could be getting laid 99% of the time.
She's it wouldn't be the same. She's fantastic.
The lovemaking is still as good.
That's great. Well, I mean, yeah.
And she still gets as excited over you.
Or she's a better actress than we all.
He's got to have willpower. Like, Ron is the kind of powerful guy to where it's like, I remember talking to Norm about this. If you're going to send Norm Macdonald, if you're going to send a woman out, if you're going to send a woman out to Hollywood,
yes,
who's a friend of yours, the best advice to give him is, look, if you're going to be a whore, be a smart whore.
Right.
Like, if you go on a movie set, know who to fuck. Don't fuck one of the actors.
Yeah.
Don't fuck a writer ever.
Right.
Ron's the guy you fuck. Like, Ron is the guy you
Do
approach and fuck.
actresses throw themselves at you? I mean, you're a handsome guy. I mean, you're a nice looking guy.
No, in fact, I think I get along really well with all the actresses because they're just,
Do you fantasize about them at all? I mean, it would be natural to fantasize. They say directors fall in love with their leading ladies. I mean, they have to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So is it discipline, or is it just that your marriage really is that great?
My marriage really is that great, and I also I wouldn't want to blow it. I wouldn't want to.
You wouldn't want to give up what you have.
I wouldn't want to give up what I have for a second. And
prenuptial agreement? Not back then.
No.
Where'd you meet her? Was it
High school.
High school.
John Burroughs High School.
No kidding.
Yeah, Miss McBride's English class.
Did you get laid a lot during the Happy Days years, or was it just strictly?
We were already together.
This is unbelievable.
He's going to get very upset now.
So you really were. You weren't Fonzie.
Yes, because you didn't take advantage of all your fame.
I mean, do you fantasize about what it could have been like if you hadn't got? I mean, the endless parade. It must be amazing.
Who was getting laid on that set? Tom Bosley?
Really?
Sometimes I fantasize I'm you and what I could have had.
You know what I don't get about Ron, though?
What?
Why lead such a wonderful, because I'm a Roman Catholic.
Right.
Why lead such a wonderful, sinless life and then make these movies and go to hell?
To blow it on a movie.
Now listen, the movie is called Angels and Demons.
Right.
You know that Ron's a good director, so you should just go based on that. I mean, has he ever let you down?
A Beautiful Mind.
A Beautiful Mind.
Best movies ever.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
That's some movie. What's with that maniac, Russell Crowe? What's he up to?
He wasn't throwing phones.
He's doing
on that
Robin Hood
set.
right now.
Is he doing
with
Robin Hood?
Ridley Scott for our company, for Imagine? Brian's producing.
No kidding.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. It's so cool. I mean, it's like the Gladiator version of Robin Hood, because with Ridley Scott, they're not making it whimsical, or it's tough out there.
I would go see that.
It's really a
They're
good script.
They're actually acting like there were no conveniences back then.
It's a really good script.
And his accent's better than Costner's?
It's fantastic. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I would hope.
Have you ever had the experience, though, of working with an actor who had a difficulty, a real problem, and you really had to work with them, or, either a substance abuse problem, or,
No, I've never had that.
that.
I mean, I've had people probably who did, but they were functional while I was dealing with them, So
yeah, I'm functional.
Oh, good.
He works, first of all, he's working with the top, the creme de la creme. He doesn't have to work with these crappy
sometimes, even a Robert Downey Jr. has had his problems.
Yeah, but he's so great.
No, I've never had anybody who, seemed to be losing it in that way. Or maybe a couple of secondary characters where you sort of knew.
Do you think at this point you could put out a movie with an unknown actor? Because most of your movies, you have a guy like Tom Hanks, or you have Russell Crowe, because they're bankable. In other words, that if they're in the movie, you got a better shot at getting an audience in there. Would you ever go back to taking a chance with somebody who doesn't have any kind of?
Well, yes, I would. And with you talked about Frost Nixon. I was really ultimately went with Michael Sheen and Frank Langella, who are known,
right? But they're not big box office guys.
Not big box office guys, and that was the right thing to do, and it got the Academy Award nomination.
I was disappointed in Frost Nixon just because I thought it was going to be about Otis Nixon, the guy in the Braves, the leadoff
hitter. So life is good. We're excited. Angels and Demons coming out now. You're on the promotional tour. Where are you going after this?
We're finished. When the movie opens, I've been to France. I've been to Rome. We had a premiere in Rome, which was very interesting.
Did you go on Letterman?
No, I'm doing the top 10 list. Later this week, and Tom did Letterman the other day.
I see. So you're really out there pushing.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. Yeah, listen, I'm excited to see it. In fact, they sent over a screener, which will make me a hero.
Yes,
because I will invite people over and we'll have a
You'll be screening a film.
Can I be one of those people? Or
no, I don't want to.
Okay.
But Donnie Most and Anson are coming over.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm Howard's Donnie Most.
It's a star-studded screening.
Hey, Ron, can I just say something, Ron? I never pitch myself for movies.
I know what you're going to say.
Well,
you want to be in Happy Days in Space. Would you ever produce
I would
something?
love that.
Happy Days in Space.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know, when I was on heroin, I got to work here every other day. Right?
That's pretty good.
Ron.
And I'll wear whatever outfit you want. I'm not like that Jim Carrey jacket.
I am going to recommend to my audience to see Angels and Demons, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because you've got credibility with me.
Well,
I know you're not may I say, shithead.
This is no hack.
They're just going to put out a bad
That's
movie.
Can we put that quote? Directed by a guy who's not a shithead.
Right. You're a decent man. You obviously have an eye for a good movie. You know how to tell a story. So I can guarantee you it will be good.
Thank you.
And
I think you'll like it.
Is the movie tracking well, as they say? That means you're on course to make how much? $100 million the first weekend?
What, here in the U.S.? No,
No?
not that much. But worldwide could be 100 million. Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah. Listen.
It's all green, baby.
Who knows?
Do you and Brian Grazer trust each other so much? Like you say he's working on something. Do you trust each other so much that you just know it's going to be fine? And how often do you check the dailies of Robin Hood?
No,
you never do that.
No,
right?
but it's we trust each other and that we know everybody. We're both trying to do great stuff,
right,
and in a business where it's impossible to bat 1,000. But what you do is you give it everything you got with stories you care about.
Right.
It's you're doing great, and I can't wait to see Angels and Demons. And everyone go see it. Opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. The great Ron Howard. There's so much even more to talk about. I mean,
just skim the surface, didn't we?
Just skim the surface.
We don't know if he's ever banged a black chick.
He hasn't. I believe
he
his
never
wife.
had time.
Your wife's the only one you've had sex with, right?
And what's that wheel of sex back there?
That's what you're going to do here next time.
Okay.
Your next film, you come in, you spin it, and you do whatever's on the wheel.
Is that the way that works?
You're going to change high-pitch Eric's diapers.
My goodness.
You're going to get a chocolate bandit from Sal.
I was avoiding one question, and I walked right into a deeper trap.
Yes.
No, you've only had sex with your wife.
That's true.
Is that true?
Is that really true?
I would say that's true.
Wow.
You're almost like Donny Osmond. I mean, it's I interviewed him once.
Yeah.
And he'd only had sex with his wife.
Right.
And I said, boy, I was kidding around with him. I said, she must give the best fellatio. He goes, I would never ask my wife to do that. I said, wait a second. You've never had a blowjob.
Right.
And he said, that's right.
That's right.
And he said, I won't ask my wife for one. She hasn't done it, and I'm never going to ask her.
Wait a minute, who said that?
Donnie
Osmond.
Osmond.
Oh, Donnie Osmond.
Wow.
But Ron's edgier than Donnie Osmond.
You think?
Yeah,
You've had a blowjob.
I would, without being very specific, I would say we're a little more adventuresome than Don.
Ron, you never fucked Pinky or Leather Tuscadero?
Why not?
Now that was the fantasy.
Yeah. I bet it was for
Did anyone bang him? Henry? Tom Bosley? Marion Ross got in there? The kid who played your older brother who was there for 2 episodes?
Well, wait a minute. When you sit around and you look at their cast, what is this with Chachi and all the beautiful girls in Hollywood?
Kid's a player.
What a list.
Did
He
you
ain't no Ron
think
Howard.
That he was going to be the guy who was at the gateway to Hollywood banging every beautiful chick?
He was a handsome, charismatic guy and huge star in television
Was.
for a long, long time.
But, you know,
and he's a good actor, too. I
Yeah.
mean, he actually is
But
good.
isn't it sad? I mean, I think he womanized a little too long.
You think so?
Yeah, I think at some point he should have matured and said, I've been through every Pamela Anderson type.
Right. Well, maybe he's doing that. Didn't he just have a
I think
kid?
he- yeah.
No, you're not buying it?
I don't buy it.
Did he ever call you for advice or anything on that?
Yeah, we've spoken to him.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, a womanizing
He didn't
advice.
listen to a word I said.
No. Well, see, I'm gonna listen. Would you say put Leonard Nimoy in?
In every film.
I put Spider-Man in everything. Why not?
I have a different...
Spider-Man meets Angels and Demons. Why not? That's a huge success story. I don't know. I would do that.
When the
That's why they want-
franchise gets to that point, I think it's time to end it.
The Spider-Man code. I have a different outlook on.
Code.
I have a different outlook on this relationship Ron has with his brother. To me, if I were Ron, I'd be incredibly jealous of Clint because he's in one of the best episodes of The Odd Couple ever.
Yeah. He's done some good stuff.
right.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good actor.
So,
Yeah.
so to sum up, really,
Right.
it is amazing that a guy in Hollywood who's attractive and wealthy and this and that has only had sex with his wife for his entire life.
It's
quite remarkable.
It's pretty remarkable.
Who's the
It's a-
attractive guy?
It's a real.
I'm sorry.
I thought you wanted to work with
You're
this
not
guy.
attracted to Ron?
This guy, Ron Redford over here? Are you kidding me?
Oh, you know what I mean. I mean there's
It's
a certain beauty to that.
Well, I think so, and I'm
And a certain
grateful
sadness.
for it.
I'm not sure.
In Jersey, it's an incredible sandwich.
Listen, you have a story to tell. my
Anybody you haven't worked with that you want to?
So many.
Really? You're not going to name a name?
friend. Name
Well-
Howard Stern.
Hey, you were good in your movie.
I did a good job.
I went there not expecting much, and you were very, very good.
I showed sensitivity.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was. You want to know something? I did win the Blockbuster Award for Best Newcomer.
Yeah.
Which is something Ron dreams of.
But I'll tell you what.
Right
One
next to
thing
the
he hasn't
Oscar.
Done, yes.
I believed. Now, you can laugh all you want. I deserved an Academy Award nomination for that film. All right. So anyway, let's see.
Isn't it true that
You said I could laugh all I
for
want.
Ron to respond.
Isn't it true that Bryce's monologue was Howard talking to Pig Virus?
It's true. That's how she got into Tish. But she did it nude, which is brilliant.
That's where I first saw Giamatti, who I then worked with on Cinderella Man.
As a matter
and
of
he's
fact,
great.
yeah, I mean, I remember when we were testing for that part, we auditioned Giamatti 3 times. We weren't even sure, but
Wow.
Betty Thomas, the director, said, this guy's got something. And then when I started working with him, my agent said to me, this guy's going to be the biggest star ever. He's terrific.
He's great. He's
He
great.
is terrific. All right, look, enough about me. We could brag about my acting all day, but we won't. We're here to celebrate your
You won't
film.
name one name of somebody you want to work with, huh?
What?
Pam Anderson.
There's so many. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Would you ever work with
Johnny Depp? Loved to work with Johnny
there's
Depp.
What's the problem?
I just haven't found a script. I mean, Jack Nicholson. Loved to work with Jack Nicholson.
What
Meryl
about this,
Streep.
What
Great.
about this Paris Hilton? No interest
No
in her?
interest in Paris?
I haven't seen the range yet
Are you-
in her performances. That would.
Aren't you annoyed of those kinds of celebrities now, these reality star celebrities that have apparently no... Doesn't that bother you?
It's the antithesis of him in a way. You
Yeah.
know, it's like the direct opposite.
People
of
are very entertained by those shows and those people. you know.
right,
That's
okay.
fair enough.
those people.
Have you produced any of those shows? You don't have
No,
any.
our TV company hasn't gotten.
Yeah.
But I think if we could think of a good one, we.
Yeah.
Ron,
You
good
haven't-
news. I'm on Paris Hilton's Twitter. She wants to work with you.
Let me see that.
I love the beautiful brain.
See Angels and Demons. That's what... Listen, Ron doesn't really care about any other of this. Quite frankly, he thinks this was a disastrous interview because he didn't spend 99% of
But
the
you
time.
do keep mentioning Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons is a real story. In other words, told by a real filmmaker. And Ron needs you to go see this. Let's be honest. And believe me, you're not that busy. You can't go see this.
Hey, this weekend is the weekend to unbusy yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, spend 2
like the
hours
sound
having
of that.
fun. Big deal.
Yeah.
See Angels and Demons opening this Friday in theaters everywhere. Ron,
Thanks.
we're honored to have you here. After all, you're very important and we're very insignificant. And we'll be back right after these words.
Ron,
Hi.
how'd it go, man?
That was fun. The studio's great, and you do stuff on the Howard Show that you don't do anywhere else.
Now, Howard was a little concerned that you've only had sex with one woman.
He was a little bit thrown by that, I think, but not me.
Remember I told Tim the other day that sometimes he could stare at me during the commercials and distract me. And Gary and I have like 3 seconds to talk during the commercials because I have to read live commercials and then we try to prepare some stuff and he plays me tapes and things. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for Gary and Tim comes over and he goes, award-winning American Idol spot.
What?
Well, that's what I said, what? Because I'm sitting here going like, okay, I've got my 5 seconds to prepare for the next segment. It goes down that fast. That's why I'm always vomiting when I come back. I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to fucking listen to stuff. And all of a sudden, Tim goes, award-winning. I wrote it down because I wanted your interpretation. If Tim was standing next to you after the hour we just did, and he said to you, award-winning American Idol spot. He goes, award-winning American Idol spot. What would you think that meant?
Well, I just went through the whole thing in my head after you said it. First, I would think, is he saying that he liked the show last night? Or is he saying that, I now realize he's giving you a pep talk during the show. He's telling you just did a great segment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scott DePace has a completely different interpretation. Scott, give it to him.
Well, I'll give you my interpretation. I thought he was saying, oh, you did a spot, like a commercial spot for American Idol. Well, don't tell us yet, Tim, because we want to interpret
Yeah,
it. Wait,
everybody
stay there.
put their...
Howard, that's what I thought. I thought the spot was...
Like you just gave, I thought it was a criticism, like you just gave them a free commercial.
Oh, you think it was a criticism?
I don't know what it was.
I think he was pumping you up.
I think he was paying a compliment.
So I say to Tim, hey, Scott DePace, what did you think it was?
Yeah, I think he was talking about the 7-Eleven spot that you did and somehow tied that into American Idol.
What?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, because I had just done a 7-Eleven commercial. That's when he said it, and I thought, oh, is he saying I did a really good job on that read or something? Like, was he... But anyway, so I had told Tim like 11 days ago, maybe as early as 11 days ago, I said, Tim, I know you want to come in during the commercials, but can you not distract... I mean, I said, I don't mean to be mean, because I love Tim, and Tim does a great job, and he's a sweetheart, but... And he gets so hurt when I say these things. You do, you do get hurt when I say these things. But I go, Tim, is it really necessary to come in here and distract me? Because for years on terrestrial radio, I didn't even know you. And I somehow got through everything. He goes,
Never
no.
saw him.
But like literally, Tim did not, like you think Tim would like back off now that I said that. But no, not at all. So he goes, award-winning American Idol spot. So I go, what? I don't understand. Award-winning American Idol spot.
He repeated it again.
Yeah, and I go, what does that mean? And he goes, well, just that. He goes, just that, award-winning American Idol spot. So I never got the answer. Then Gary and I looked at each other and we went, well, we've spent so much time on this, we can't prepare for the next segment. So what was going on there, Tim? And
I thought your 7-Eleven spot was phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
But why'd you say American Idol?
Because it was an award, like American Idol gets an award. You got to that spot was phenomenal for 7-Eleven. Phenomenal.
But award-winning American Idol spot, you said.
What kind of tied in with the American Idol thing? I don't know.
I think you're crazy.
Okay.
Whoa.
Too much
Those
juice.
two don't have anything to do with each other.
Okay.
Right?
All right, I'm sorry. I'm going back to my office. I got work to do.
Listen, I
How
love
would anybody
I love you too.
understand?
I'm going to go back to my office.
But Gary even said to me, didn't we just talk to Tim about that? And,
All right, I got to go back.
But I know
to my
you were
office.
complimenting me.
Yes,
and
it was very nice. It was
very Larry Sanderish, like that guy Hank used to.
Hey now.
Not Hank, but the other guy used to.
The Rip Torn
Rip
character.
Torn character. Yeah, used to get,
Right.
Artie, his name was.
Yeah, Artie. I love
Artie, yeah.
I loved him.
You identify.
You identify.
Yeah, that's kind of like my job.
Right.
All right.
But why not say great job on the 7-Eleven commercial?
Great. It was a great job on the 7-Eleven commercial. I thought it was excellent. Really excellent.
Yeah, but
But why wouldn't you want him to understand you were saying that?
I don't know. It's early, you know. You
can't
get
use that
3-4
excuse.
hours of sleep.
It's early. That's like when Eric the Midget can't do math. He goes, it's early. Your jeans are getting tighter and tighter. What, are those still your skinny jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it is?
I went to the doctor yesterday, okay?
Yeah.
He said I'm 15 pounds heavier than I was a year ago.
Right.
So I'm on. Don't
Why
worry,
do you
I'm
need
taking
the
it off.
doctor to tell you that?
Taking it off.
The doctor told
I'm
him.
taking next week off. I'm focusing on it. I'm getting on the juice. I'm doing everything. I'm focusing. I've had little mishaps here and there.
Yeah, you're almost at the
and
point.
stop bringing food into this place.
Well, okay, so let me explain that, Howard. It's so funny. So yesterday, some bagel company sent up huge platters of bagels and huge spreads of everything.
Yeah, I wanted to eat it, but I was afraid to.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid to eat food that comes in and we don't know where.
You don't know where
Yeah.
it came from.
Right.
So Ross and Kim, who's his assistant, and myself and Jason were in a meeting, and they're all glass offices here. So we're in the meeting, and Tim comes blowing by, and there's an enormous piece of cream cheese hanging from the side of his mouth. And he walks by, and Ross just goes, "What's going on with him?"
Yeah.
No, it was cream cheese.
No, it was turkey. Because it was
It was
turkey
white.
salad.
Oh, turkey salad.
Yeah.
Turkey salad you had hanging off your face.
Right.
He shoveled it in.
Yeah. So
You're doomed, man.
I got
Robin gave up on you.
No, I got to
He's
go
had
to the
enough.
retreat. I'm going to Dr. Ronnie's and the whole thing. So.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Did you really going to go there?
Did you know that?
Yeah.
He told me
Yeah.
a couple of days ago that he was just signing himself into like rehab. He's going back.
I got to go
for the
back.
cure.
I got to go
Yeah.
get committed.
Get a few enemas, colonics, everything.
Oh, I
yeah.
need the whole routine because it works. It's unbelievable.
No, it works, but you got to stick to it.
Yeah. Well, no, but
Did you ever have a relapse where you like go off it?
I'm a vegan. There's nothing to go. There's no place for me to go.
Well, sure.
He's not, he's still doing everything. So he wants to think that he can eat the way he used to, and somehow one of these days he's going to get to a point where it won't do the same things to him that it always did.
I not only do the juice, but I eat too.
Right. You do
Like,
Robin's
he
thing.
does-
I'm doing
he
Robin's
does the
thing. I'm doing my
program,
thing.
Right.
I'm doing,
And then he eats everything.
You're on too many programs.
I got, I got to narrow down the program.
What was that program you were on?
Yes, you are following Robin strictly. Except
Absolutely.
You're just
I have
doing
not
some other
deviated
thing.
from the plan. I just added to it.
Howard, you remember when he was on the Double Zone?
Yeah, Tim has this problem. You should know this about him because when he was on the Zone, he turned to Gary and goes, "You know, these Zone meals are pretty good." He goes, "But they give you such small portions." So he ordered double, like there were two
He was eating
people.
two
He was eating
meals at a meal.
It doesn't work.
A little is good. A little more is a lot better.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry from the Zone.
I'm a man. But, you deviate.
That's like, remember when I got into those Cliff bars? They have these bars you can eat. They're called Cliff bars. But I didn't realize they were supplements. Like, in other words, instead of lunch, eat a Cliff bar.
Yeah, they were supposed to replace a meal.
I was eating a Cliff bar, and then I'd have my lunch. And then I go, why am I gaining weight? I'm eating Cliff bars. I should be losing weight. I don't understand. All right. Well, good luck. And thank you for the compliment, I think.
It was it was blown away. I am in awe of you. You know that.
Well, thank you.
So.
Award-winning. I got an
I
award.
knew it was a compliment. I didn't know
I gotta
what
go back
for.
to work. I love it.
Thank you. Well, it's nice to hear that I did an American Idol award-winning speech. So I was on this tear with Sal because Sal goes on all these whacked-out websites, sex websites, and I had him print out some of the weirder ones. And you got to hear this.
I'm wondering why you have to ask him for that.
He knows. Well, like this is every sort of porn site category that Sal could come up with, and some of them I won't even mention, like 10+ inch cock. And there's 308 videos on that website that he goes to. But he doesn't care about that. Here's the ones he's into. Anal dilation videos.
Anal dilation.
Yeah, what is that? If you got a second, Sal, if you can tear yourself away from making phony phone calls for a minute. Anal dilation.
Because, I'm wondering what that is.
What is an anal dilation video?
That's Lisa G. No.
Did you lose a lot of weight?
Yeah, I lost about 22 pounds.
I barely look at you, but I had to notice. I mean,
Is it good?
yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
You were getting fat.
Oh, I was up to 189, and I'm down to 172.
Yeah, what'd you do? You just cut portions or what?
Cut out saturated fats.
Right.
Cut out fried foods. Cut out white breads and sugars.
Poured off you.
Yep.
Yeah, you look better.
I've been losing about 2.5 pounds a week over the course
Very
of
nice.
six months.
Very good.
Yeah.
So what is anal dilation video?
Generally, when a guy creams in a girl's ass after anal sex and the asshole, it flutters like
My head's already spinning. Wait a minute.
Does that turn you on?
No, not that at all. But it's interesting.
You like to see the cum drip out of her ass?
Yeah, but the asshole pulsates.
Wow.
Yeah, after getting rammed so hard.
What's antique videos? Well, wait, what is it, JD?
I don't think it necessarily has to involve a guy coming in a girl's asshole. I think well, it's
I'm going to correct you.
like people using a speculum, like a gynecologist uses a speculum or whatever, and they put it in a girl's asshole and just spread it open.
Well, that's medical tools.
Oh, is that a medical tools video?
That's medical tools. That's a different category.
Anybody beating off? I mean, I thank God that I wasn't born with this fetish thing, because I just would hate to have to beat off to women with medical tools, and I'm so glad that I'm like kind of normal. Like, I mean, that I just could beat off from watching a guy.
It almost seems like until the internet, these people couldn't do anything.
Well, the last guy who used medical tools is now in jail.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was on the show. Max Hardcore.
He's in jail?
He's
but
in
not
jail.
for using medical tools.
No, for distributing pee porn domestically, which you can't do.
Oh, you can't. So what about anal dilation? Can you distribute that domestically?
I think so.
But anybody peeing on someone is against the law?
Sales domestically for pee porn is against the law.
Wow.
That's you know what? I feel bad for the guy.
Are you as frightened as me that Sal knows the laws about pee porn?
Look at what he's an expert in.
but I
You've
feel
been
bad-
quizzing him on the wrong things.
I feel bad for a guy going to jail because he sold videos of people peeing on each other. That seems kind of Talibanish, doesn't it?
Well, it's also kind of sketchy, like you said. It's okay to do the dilation,
Right.
but not to pee. Why is that?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Max Hardcore would take a medical vice. He would pry open a girl's asshole and keep it clamped open with this medical vice.
Yeah.
Then he would pee in the girl's asshole and fill it up like a cup.
Oh my God!
Then-
maybe he should be in jail.
Then he took a hose from her asshole, the cup of piss up in her asshole, and put it in her mouth and had her suck his pee out of her asshole.
Wow!
And believe me, I did not like that. It's interesting.
Right.
But
I think you do like it because you like when a woman's humiliated.
I don't like humiliation. I like a woman submitting herself to be humiliated.
No, you like
But these women were submitting to having the dilation and the peeing and everything.
He likes that.
She cashed the check.
Can I just repeat that sentence? I don't like humiliation. I like women submitting to being humiliated.
That's the same thing.
No, a woman was saying, "I want you to humiliate me." It has to be consensual.
Well, yeah, but you like a woman, but you're attracted or turned on by a woman being humiliated.
Fake or not?
Not personally humiliated, consensually humiliated. But
Sal, forget that distinction.
You're so silly.
You like watching a video of a woman being humiliated, whether it's consensual or not.
If you walk in the middle of the movie, you're not going to know what the consent situation
We
was.
assume she's, but that turns you on to see a woman submitting.
Submitting, yes, because
humiliation.
Submitting, that's the key word.
All right.
Submitting. I don't like women getting hurt. I don't like S&M videos with nipple clamps and pins at people's asses. And there's videos out there where women getting their vaginas sewed shut. I mean, I can't get that. I can't fathom that. Even me.
Amazing.
You've seen so much.
Too much.
Let's see.
What do you think? Because they always say this makes you, it desensitizes you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You're looking at desensitized.
That's my problem. I feel like a gynecologist. As a kid, I always thought like a gynecologist had the greatest job because you see a lot of pussy.
Right.
But now I watch these videos, I get nothing.
What's an ant video? A-U-N-T.
Just ant fetishes.
Like guys
There's
fucking
ant
their ant.
fetishes?
Guys
Does that turn you on? Because you watched your aunt take a shit and that
By
turned you on.
accident, I was waiting for my cousin. My aunt unfortunately came in, and that was a little.
Just so we get that straight, that's when you drilled the hole in the bathroom.
No, it
so
was
that you
one
could
of-
see your cousin going to the bathroom. You wanted to see her naked.
It was a towel closet, and it had louvers on the door, which you can't see in, but you can see out.
Right, and you were hiding.
I was hiding.
And then your aunt accidentally walked in and took a shit.
Yeah, that was rough.
Right, and you saw her naked.
Yeah.
Did you beat off?
No, I got a little fucked up in the head from it, though. I mean, it was pretty.
You beat off, didn't you? Tell the truth.
Not to that one. And you may want to hear that I beat off.
No, I don't. I want to know the truth. You didn't.
I got a
beat
little
off.
aroused, I guess.
Nothing like your aunt taking a shit to get you off. All right, what is ball kicking video? Oh, that I know.
Can figure that out.
Self-explanatory.
What are ballerina videos?
Just girls dressed up as ballerinas. They bring them in, dress them up as ballerinas, and then they fuck them.
And that's a fetish.
Yeah, I guess apparently.
What's a banana video?
Fucking with bananas. There was one video where a guy, I couldn't believe it. He took a whole banana, not even out of the peel. He put it in the girl's mouth. Then he stuck his dick in the girl's mouth. And the banana went down her throat. and he's holding on to the back of her head. Her face gets as red as a radish. Like it's ready to burst. She kicks up her legs. He shoots back, and the banana shoots across the room out of her mouth.
Oh, my God.
That was also Max Hardcore.
And what's baseball bat videos?
Baseball bats, whacking the girls, fucking the girls, baseball bat, sex.
Just 211 of those videos? That's what the number means?
Yeah. If you go to that site and click baseball bat, you'll see baseball bats.
And are most of these are professional? These aren't amateur.
Oh, they're very professional.
You can't be.
Yeah.
You got a guy like Max Hardcore making them.
That's right. What's a bear video?
Just bears are just like big burly guys. They're also referred to as bears in gay videos, like a big
hairy.
Yeah, right.
And it's a hairy guy fucking a girl.
Yeah.
All right. Beer videos.
Pouring beer in girls' vaginas and assholes and sucking them out.
All right, but bicycle video.
Bicycle, I'm not even familiar with bicycle videos. I know that's one of the highlights on there, but I guess getting fucked on a bike.
Braces, is that a chicken?
Yeah, lots of brace videos. There's a certain websites just dedicated to braces where guys just ejaculate on girls' braces.
Oh.
Pretty crazy.
On their braces on their teeth.
On their teeth, yeah. They make the girls pull their mouths back so they look like the Joker, and then they come on their teeth.
You've seen those.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that I don't like because anything related to something young turns me off. I like old, I don't like young.
Sure. Cat suit.
Cat suit?
Yeah, self-explanatory. Girls dressed up as cats.
Self-explanatory. CBT, cock ball torture.
Yeah, well, they tie up the balls with ropes and pins and needles and
You
stuff.
like that?
Nah.
Look at this. Champagne videos, cigarette videos, clamp torture, clothed pissing. This where people...
Clothed pissing is very popular where, for some reason, a lot of men like to watch the women in clothing getting peed on versus being naked.
Really?
And they'll put these scenarios together, like, let's say, like a receptionist comes into the office to talk to the boss.
Yeah.
And then he'll just push her down and start peeing all over her nice, office outfit. And that's a big, big fetish, clothed.
You like that.
It's interesting because...
You like women being peed on, to admit that.
Yeah, sure.
And when they're in their clothes, you like it.
Yeah, because it changes the whole scenario. Like, here's a situation where, out of nowhere, she's getting peed on.
What's condom play?
Condom play is usually
1,545 of those. So it must be
condom play
popular.
is very popular, where the guys will like bang a girl, and then the girl will pull off the condom, and then she'll drink it out. Out of the condom.
Fuck! I could never be turned on by half of this shit.
I saw two girls sharing a condom once. It was pretty hot.
I would just vomit
back and forth.
Oh, that's just I'm going to throw up thinking about it.
I jerked off to it.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, he's
condom
hardcore.
play though is different.
He's hardcore. He's got a ton of fetishes. This one.
I just, he's a dad. That's what I keep thinking. He's somebody's father.
Well, he's got boys, thank God. He can teach them this stuff.
They'll carry on the legacy.
What
That's
are
right.
they going to have?
Cum brushing. No, I think I know
Cum
what that
brushing is really disgusting.
With the toothbrush?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they brush their teeth with cum?
Yeah.
I don't even get that.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Does it they
I
get you
don't-
off?
No, that doesn't get me off.
Liar.
It's just gross.
Cum in her eyes videos. There's only 11 of those.
That's really disturbing. I can't believe women even do it. They literally peer their eyes back,
man.
and the guys come right in there. How it doesn't sting, I don't know. I can't even come on my wife's stomach, and
They don't cry. They don't.
No, they take it. I don't know how that happens.
What's electrified videos?
Just like shock and stuff. Guys with cattle prods and whatnot, just shocking chicks.
No big deal, right?
Yeah, it's pretty wacky.
What's freckled?
Oh, girls with freckles.
Wow.
It's common.
Oh, that's so
It's
boring.
so boring. Gyno exam I got. Grandma and grandpa videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
That's just old people.
There's a real creepy grandpa fetish going on right now where the guy's extremely old.
Yeah.
And the girl is extremely young.
Oh.
Like they really widen
At
the gap.
least they look that young.
I think I might have some interest in that. Let's see. Incest videos. Simulated incest.
Yeah, they
of
put
course.
simulated in parentheses.
Right.
Well, we were listening to the mom and son thing
Yeah.
yesterday.
The mom and son one. Hey, did anybody write in on the email on that, I wonder? About mom and son videos? Was that a big crowd pleaser yesterday, or were people just thoroughly disgusted by
I
that?
think somebody said they're going into therapy over it.
Let's see. Howard, please finish the Will Smith clips. After hearing Jesse James stuff, I'm ready for some more dissection of the most arrogant guy on the planet. Oh, okay. I got a couple of more Will Smith.
That's right. We still have Will Smith and Jada Smith video.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me see if there's anything about that porn from yesterday, though.
The mom and son.
All right, I'll get to Will Smith on today's show. I got to wrap up a lot of loose ends today before we end.
What was the mom and son called?
Son comes in mom.
Oh, God.
Now, you remember that.
Don't come. She didn't want him to come in her. 'Cause she got
Let's see. Oh, this is help for your BlackBerry, Robin. Tell Robin to put hand sanitizer on a paper towel and then rub it over the trackball on your BlackBerry. It seems to loosen any dirt or lint in the ball socket.
Yeah, something happened because all of a sudden it works again.
Robin, I will accept oral or hand release as payment for this advice.
Okay.
So you need to jerk this guy off.
Put that on account.
No more Bobo. A lot of no more. Please leave the Skype alone and just cancel Bobo. What a douchebag. Bobo has the most annoying voice, lacks original thought, and he's just a goddamn bore. That's why he sucks. Stop picking up on him. He is not funny and not fun. No more Bobo. His sick questions about Beth are tired and not funny. Gee, I don't think Bobo's that bad, do you?
I do find it a little creepy.
Here. Sal's porn choices are scary. Please stop with the mother-son porn. It's totally making me sick. Sal is a very sick bastard, and I bet he secretly loves it.
No.
Don't you do?
Well, you said you could look at it as long as you say to yourself they're actors.
You killed the volume.
I was trying to eat my lunch while listening to the replay, and you played the mommy fantasy porn clip, and I had to toss the food in the garbage. This is so far beyond creepy and disgusting that it's affected me to the point where I can't work for 6 months, and now need therapy to get out of my head.
I know. I think
What a
that
pussy.
must be a city worker.
I found it really funny, quite frankly.
It's hilarious.
It was great. I liked it. I don't like it sexually.
I wonder if they write or let the actors ad lib.
The girl is
Now that has
hot.
to be written.
Is she?
She's smoking hot.
The one who plays the mom.
Yeah. Really sexy. Smoking, Howard.
I thought she was a pretty good actress.
Beautiful nipples.
Where is that?
GP1 in orange on the bottom.
Okay. I don't know. I thought she was pretty good at it.
When mommy says to do something, you need to do it. If I say do that homework, you need to get it done, little man. Not on your own terms, on mommy's terms.
Right.
Like right now, you need to pull your little pecker.
She is so much like my own mother. My mother was like, everything on my terms.
Right.
Now, would you have had an erection while this was going on?
I still have one.
I like seeing your little pecker, little man. It's growing every day and getting bigger. You're making mommy very proud. Let's work on getting that little pecker hard, okay?
Hey, this could be Sandra Bullock in 10 years.
Oh, with Louis Bardot.
Yeah, Louis Bardot. Wonder what's going to happen with little Louis. Is Sandra Bullock going to allow Jesse James to take his rightful place as father? He is on the adoption papers.
Is he? Because I thought after this whole thing blew up, she decided to adopt on her own.
No, she had already adopted young Louis and hadn't gone to the press with it yet.
Is it finalized right away, or
I don't know.
does it take like a year before everything's in cement?
And with those two, it should take a year. So I don't know what's going to be with that.
I don't think she wants any part of him being the dad.
You don't think he'd be a good influence on little Louis?
No.
I think he would.
I think there's more pictures that are going to surface.
Beth every once in a while says to me, we should, because she knows I don't want kids, but then she'll go, we should adopt a young black baby.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. And
I think you should.
I think it'd be great for the show.
I think it'd be
I could bring him in.
Oh, my God.
Who's going to give me a black baby, though? I'd have to go to one of those foreign countries. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where, they don't have radio or television.
Yeah, because for some reason...
And you have to go in secret, because as soon as anybody found out you were trying to do this, they'd stop it.
I could, if I really wanted a black baby, I could go to an adoption agency. Hey, look, and first they'd say, hey, Howard Stern, get the fuck out of here. And I said, wait a second. I raised 3 kids. They turned out to be good kids.
Yeah.
You can't fucking say I'm a bad father. I mean, I provide.
I think it would be like that fake David Letterman call.
Right.
Oh, yeah. When he calls the adoption agency?
Yes, I think that people would be like that. What?
I should play that one. That's so good. Where is that?
I have it.
You do?
Sure.
Play that.
Here we go.
That's a good one.
Hello, agency.
Hello. Is this the adoption agency?
This is the adoption agency. Can I help you?
Hi. You know who this is?
No.
My name is Dave Letterman. I have a TV show here in New York City.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah. Are you a fan of me?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This is a personal, private call. I just want this to be kept discreet if we could.
Absolutely. Every call I have is confidential.
All right, very good. I just want to let you know we want to adopt a black child. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I specialize.
Let me ask you something. Now, how long does the process take?
With an African American placement, it is a lot faster than normal.
Well, now I prefer a light-skinned black,
child to you
as
today.
close to white as possible. Sort of like Paul Abdulish.
There is more than one kind of African American child.
All right. Now, are the light-skinned blacks, are they less rambunctious?
What does that mean?
Are they rowdy?
No, it all depends on how you raise them.
Can I now? Let me ask you this: can I return him after my ratings go up? Because once these guys get older, I hear they can get pretty dangerous.
What are you talking about? No.
Because I don't want my girlfriend to to get in trouble or anything like that.
I don't understand.
Now, will I be insured in case things go missing from my house? Like a TV or a boombox?
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm just. And can these kids play basketball yet? I'm sorry. These are new. These are new children. I don't want my girlfriend to get raped. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Do you guys give out coupons with the child? Like for grape juice and spare ribs, that kind of thing?
You got to be kidding me.
No, it's not. No, I'm very serious.
These are newborn babies,
serious.
bundles of joy that you parent from day one.
As far as feeding him, can I put a watermelon through a juicer?
What?
When is she going to hang up on him?
I
Do
know,
you
she's just
conduct
putting up with all
tests
this.
on the
It's a
kids
star.
too? Because I don't want a gay one.
This is a totally inappropriate conversation, and I'm going to
I've had a few drinks. I'm sorry.
You had a few drinks? It's only 1:30 in the afternoon.
Well, I love Sinbad. Can I get one that looks like him?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm really a very loving person. I didn't mean to upset or offend anybody.
You wind up becoming a parent of an African American child, I sure hope you don't joke like that.
Do they come with a cage?
This is a totally inappropriate conversation, and if you're serious, come in and file
Hang
an
up on him.
application.
Well, I need a playmate for Paul Schaefer.
You know what, Mr. Letterman? Thanks for wasting my time.
No, I mean, does the agency provide me with separate dining facilities for my black son?
Get the hell off my phone.
Do you douche with coconut juice?
Fuck off.
Hello?
Do you douche with coconut?
You racist.
She's very racist. How many racist statements do you have to make before somebody hangs up on you?
She hung in there way longer than I could have imagined.
She's very lovely. Because even about halfway through, she goes, if you do end up being a parent to an African
She was
American,
still willing to accept an application.
There's a lot of them out there,
a lot of black
Lot
kids
of
who need
what?
help. I think he means black kids.
Yeah, there's a shitload right in New York City. You could adopt a few of them here.
Well, thank you, Sal. You know what? Any conversation with you goes horribly wrong. after.
I stay away from the black
we
subject.
were kind of having fun with you, and then now you sound like you're a fucking maniac.
No, the truth is that you don't have to go to Guatemala or Ethiopia to
All right.
adopt black.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Here goes. Get a
Bye.
few off the
Bye.
streets here.
There we go. All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Get a few of them off the streets.
Well,
Those
it's
people, whatever you
it's
say.
as if the people he sees walking around are up for adoption.
How does he turn off every conversation? How do we have to usher him out of the room?
That's his
it doesn't?
gift.
Yeah, it's his gift.
It really is.
And then his explanations are great. No, I didn't mean to offend anyone.
You don't have to go to Ethiopia or Guatemala.
Well, you can certainly tell why he was the excellent author of that phone call. I mean, a lot
Yes.
of those thoughts just came right to him.
This fucked up porn that you're into. I'm not into any fucked up porn. I work for the Howard Stern Show. It's called Good Audio. That's all I do is I provide good audio.
You're not
Somebody
into
out
that
there-
granny porn?
A little bit.
That's not fucked up?
No. My grannies can't get fucked too? Do you like getting laid?
Yeah, but not by
so an
grannies.
old lady can't get laid. Oh, it's because she's old. Because Mother Nature has taken her toll on her tits and twat. She doesn't have the right to get laid. Come on, everybody has the right to get laid. Your grandmother doesn't deserve to get a little cock in her pussy?
Oh, God, come on, dude.
What? What's the matter with that? Your grandmother can't take a load on her face, suck a mean dick, lick some balls, eat some ass? Your grandmother can't do that because she's old?
What other kind of porn are you into?
Piss porn. Piss porn is fun. All different, women fully clothed, piss porn. Oh, there's a new one. There's a new good porn. It's German windshield porn. It's really good. Where the guy sits inside the car, and the lady comes out, and she stands on the windshield and pisses all over it. And the guy turns on the windshield wipers, and there's piss flying everywhere from the windshield wipers, and it's gushing out, bouncing back from the window. But it's funny. That's more funny. Mixing it up. A little pee porn, a little old lady porn. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's what makes the world go round.
Not hurting anyone?
Not hurting anyone, except for my cock, no. But the majority of the reasons why I watch these porns is to put them on the show. Like that mother and son porn. That's great audio. That's great content. Hearing a mother say, son fuck my pantyhose and stuff like that, or don't get me pregnant. Then you'll have a brother and a son. It's wacky. It's stupid. You can't write this shit. Porn is good. Porn is what makes America go around. If Bill Clinton and Tiger Woods and Jesse James would have jacked off to some good old-fashioned old lady pussy-slapping pee porn, they wouldn't be in trouble right now. Porn is your best friend. Take advantage of porn. It's all good. We're wasting our time with Little League and everything else with these kids. Give them porn. Just break them in early. Everybody should get involved in porn. It's a wonderful thing. When my kids turn 18, I'm going to mount webcams in their rooms, and we're going to have my son fucks hot chicks at school.com. Wait, that's really wrong. I'm going overboard here. But you know what I mean. Everybody likes porn. Even women who say they don't like porn, they like porn. How can you not like porn? You're married to an old, fat, schleppy, sweaty, hairy pile of wet shit, and you don't want to see some nice young stud with a raging hard-on come into the room and fuck a chick? Sure, you're going to get off on it. You won't admit it, but it's in the back of your head. Take those feelings, bring them forward, man. That's what porn's all about. It's about making you feel good, and it's safe and it's healthy. Look at me. I'm safe and healthy. I think. Have to see a urologist today, but aside from that, I'm good. All right, we're done. Take care, enjoy your porn, and share your porn ideas with me at horsetoothjackass.com. Bye, kids.
So excited to be back? It's been a while.
It's been a bit. I'm really looking forward to it.
So anything else? Anything else new?
Does anything else need to be new than my masterpiece?
All right, man. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, man. Looking forward to it.
Quentin Tarantino's coming in today.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got a new movie called Inglourious Bastards, Basterds. Don't ask me why it's spelled that way.
Well, we can find out today.
I don't think he has an answer.
Oh.
Because
maybe he didn't know how to spell bastards?
Maybe.
That would be great.
But anyway, you mean maybe he's like... what's your comedian friend? Bob Levy.
Bob Levy.
Yeah.
My comedian friend.
Bob Levy. Can't spell.
Yes. Pulp Fiction was originally P-H-I-C-C-I-O-N.
Yeah, someone put it through the spell check. But, it's funny. They said, would you go to a screening of the movie? I said, listen, I'm pretty tied up. I can't get out at night to see a screening of the movie. They said, all right, we're going to give you a screener copy of this movie to watch over the weekend. So they send you out the screening copy. And, obviously, and I don't blame them. They're paranoid about it being copied or ripped off. But I think with me, I'm a pretty safe bet. But they send you a copy of the movie where I put in the DVD player. First of all, across the entire top of the movie is Howard Stern. You see my name throughout the whole film. Howard Stern, property, blah, blah, blah. So the entire top part of the movie is cut off. Then I notice they intentionally, it's not high def or anything like that, they intentionally give you a blurry copy.
Jeez.
So you can't really see the movie all that well between my name.
They must think this is a great film.
Yeah, I mean, they carry on with this. I'm never doing this I'm not doing it anymore.
You're not asking anymore.
No more, because they give you such a poor copy of it that it's not an enjoyable experience. And then across the bottom is, most of the film is subtitled.
Oh.
I'd say about 70% of it. And the subtitles are fine because but when they're blurry, they're hard to read.
So the subtitles were blurry too.
The whole film was blurry.
It's odd that a director would allow someone like you to see a film like that.
I don't think he knows that. In other words,
I bet he'd be livid.
He would.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, listen, I understand.
This is way too many obstacles to seeing a film.
And it's so ridiculous because I know that they give out screening copies to a lot of people that are high def and all this, but okay, listen, I'm not going to whine about it. I just thought it'd be nice to see the movie before the guy came in.
Before he came.
Well, by the way, I love the movie, despite
Even
all the
with
obstacles.
all of this going on.
I thought it was great.
I'm dying to see it.
Really enjoyed it. Brad Pitt was good in it. There's a guy who plays a Nazi who is just an amazing actor.
Yeah?
I don't know his name.
You don't know him?
Don't know him. You probably would. You know everything about the movies. I don't know anything. But I really enjoyed the movie. And
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear that.
It's a bunch of Jewish guys. It's a fantasy, a bunch of Jewish guys in World War II.
That's what I said. It sounds to me like how we wish the war had gone.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Or at least part of it.
You got Jews scalping Nazis. I mean, it's like, and Jews beating Nazis in the head with baseball
now
bats.
We're getting, what we're getting in the movies, because Defiance has Jews fighting back. We're getting the Jews fighting back movie.
Yeah, by the way... And you sit there and you go, gee, if only a couple of Jews picked up some guns, maybe they could have blown a fucking head off a Nazi or two.
Right.
But, at the time they figured, well, this isn't going to be so bad. And
these are the civilized people. It won't be bad.
You need a gun.
Unfortunately, there were no guns around in Nazi Germany. Unfortunately, 60 years too late, all these fantasies.
Yeah.
But... And by the way, Nazis always seem like buffoons, like you're so easily beatable.
Yeah, well, that's not true, unfortunately.
Yeah, they weren't so easy to beat. But the fact of the matter is, the movie was good. It was fun to watch the movie, and but boy, oh boy, they sure make it hard to see. I mean, I tell you,
You got to go see the movie again now and really enjoy it.
I guess, or maybe I wouldn't enjoy it as much. I don't know. But
the obstacles.
Quentin Tarantino is a big shot. He is a film director. He gets to go to all the parties. He probably bangs the greatest chicks.
Is he in the system or is he outside?
He's in the system. He could say he's a rebel, but he is in the system.
All right.
Hey, man. Quentin, great to see you.
Good to see you. The couch is throwing me, though. I'm always used to the big butcher block.
This couch is an updated couch. You should be more comfortable. I think you're going to look better on this couch. Let me see.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Nice, right?
I'm digging on this.
How you been?
Very good.
I saw your movie. I saw it this week, and they sent me over a screening copy. They make it fuzzy, which I was going to fucking kill somebody.
Or is that how the movie looks?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Did you shoot it?
Yeah, I had a tracking problem during the making of the movie.
I noticed your new film has named Howard Stern across the top. I appreciate the publicity. It's very, very nice of you.
Is that in 3,000 theaters?
Yeah. I wonder. Imagine they put that one in.
Yeah, just like, I guess recurring favor a little bit.
I love the movie. You are a genius. It's when I read that you have an IQ of 160, is that really true? Because I'm thinking of starting the opposite kind of rumor about myself, that my IQ is 75. This way,
you will get...
No, whenever I read about you, it says he has an IQ of 160. Do you have
That's something my mother said.
You don't even know if it's true.
I don't even know if it's true.
Right.
Because why are you wasting your time making movies? You should be really applying.
Yeah, like create a cure for cancer.
Right, exactly.
These movies. But the funny thing is that, Gary even said to me a couple of years ago, let's press release that you have an IQ of about, let's give you a 155.
Yeah, who's going to challenge you? They're not going to test you.
And I say, no, Gary, tell everyone my IQ is super low. I think that would be really cool that a retarded
and then they'll
guy.
Forgive you.
A retarded guy, basically someone who has, minimal intelligence, got this far in life.
And no wonder he does that.
Well, it's the whole idea of saying you're older than you actually are. So people go, well, you look great.
That's right. People go the opposite way. It's so wrong. This movie, I like this movie a lot. I think you got a winner on your hands.
Oh, thanks.
But what gave you this idea that, Jews would be scalping Nazis and fighting back? I mean, come on.
It's wonderful to watch Jews fighting back and scalping.
Exactly.
It's a fantasy.
It's about time,
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. It's nice
but
to
it's
see.
a little too late.
And why did you cast Eli Roth, who used to guard my door? Do you know this story?
Yes, I know the story,
When
actually.
I was shooting Private Parts.
He's a director, though.
Why didn't you cast me as Jew Bear or whatever?
Yeah, the Jew Bear.
The Jew Bear. Why wouldn't I have
You're
been
too busy, man.
busy for you? No way. Come on, stop it. You could change my life like you did Travolta's.
One of the things is because Eli does a fantastic Boston accent. That is almost an impossible accent to get unless you're from there.
I could never do that. Do you? You still in touch with Travolta? Does he? You did change his life.
Oh yeah. No. We it's, how it is when you're running around doing stuff. We talk to each other every couple of years.
You don't survive something like your son dying the way what just happened to him. I feel awful for the guy.
Oh, and especially because I knew how. Everyone loves their for the most part, but I know how important his son was to
devoted to his son.
Exactly.
And but did you make a phone call to Travolta after something like that happens? I'm bad at that stuff.
I'm kind of emotionally immature when it comes to stuff like that.
It
happened when I was in Germany, and I actually heard about it actually like way after the fact, to tell you the truth. It wasn't like I heard about it, oh, this happened last weekend. I heard about it way after the fact, and I was still in Germany, and truth be told, I haven't called him.
You still haven't called him?
I still haven't called him.
You could send an e-card, one of those e-cards where something.
Where you
acknowledge
get a
this.
gerbil on the cover and it talks to you.
Yeah, they're talking gerbil. I'm so sorry. No, but seriously, because when you make these movies, and especially when you make a movie with Travolta and you change his whole career, which I mean is unbelievable. I fantasize that you guys are close after something like that, but I guess after the movie you kind of just go your separate ways.
No. It's not quite like that. I mean, the thing about it is, you're really close. But the thing is, especially in a thing where you're making movies where, like, you could be spending 8 months in Cairo for all you know, or this place or that place. You see each other, but you see each other every couple of years or something, or you go out of your way to, like, hey, let's get together and let's have dinner, or let's have a bottle of wine or something, and you make sure that stuff like that happens. But it's not like, oh, I can just call him up and say, hey, meet me at the corner bar.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it could be like that if we happen to be living in the same town and I'm not working and he's not working.
See, your casting decisions are really interesting to me. Like, sometimes you'll pick someone like Travolta who was basically sort of washed up. I mean, people forget that. When you chose him, it was kind of like, Travolta, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that was kind of the big thing at that time when I was doing it was people were like, what, the guy from Welcome Back, Kotter? Oh, man, he's over. He's done.
Right. I mean...
Did you consider him for another movie before that?
No. Actually, what happened was... I'd only really done Reservoir Dogs before Pulp Fiction.
I thought you were looking at him for what.
I know what you're talking about. I actually just got to. The thing is, I've always liked him. I always thought he was terrific. So I got together with him not about Pulp Fiction, just to meet him.
Right.
All right. One of those things, because it'll happen. Like
directors do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
They'll meet with someone just to get a vibe.
That's exactly it. And the thing is, like, you go and you have lunch with somebody that you admire, you think they're a good actor, and if you get on. If you click, then you're even more inclined to think about them for something coming up.
Why have you never had me in one of these lunches? How dare you? You realize how fine...
He got your vibe, Howard.
He got my vibe right here. Never heard from me. Why do people meet with me?
There's no investigation I need to do.
Yeah, why do people meet with me and no further investigation required? What is it about me? The shades? The big nose? I mean, what does it to you? But, it's so interesting to me. Now, in Inglourious Bastards, you got Brad Pitt. Which, when you get a Brad Pitt to be in your movie, you go, yeah, eureka, because this guy's box office gold, right? I mean, but to convince the guy, and I don't know if this is true, you go, like right after his twins are born, to Angelina Jolie, you're like almost in the hospital with him.
She was in the hospital when I went to visit,
She's in the hospital. Where do you go to visit him? At the house?
Yeah, I went to his house in
You get invited to the house?
Yeah.
In France?
In France?
Yeah.
Is that where she gave birth, in France?
Yeah,
No, kid, what do? You pick up the phone and you say, hey, Brad, I got a new movie.
No, actually, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Me and Brad didn't really know each other. We just seen each other from time to time.
Right.
And, I knew he wanted to work with me and he knew I wanted to work with him. So that was out there.
Right.
And just, it has to be the right thing. So hopefully that'll happen one day. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And I'm writing the script, and I'd start thinking, well, Brad could be terrific for this role. And
I would never have thought of him for that role. Well, that's
he
what
was
makes
the
you
only person I could think of.
Wow,
actually.
and he was quite good in it.
Yeah, normally his situation is, I'm proud of my second choice or my third choice, and I might even end up preferring my second choice because it's a whole different movie than the one I made in my head.
Yeah.
But to me, he was so kind of nailed that character so much in my brain that it was like there was no second or third choice. It would have just been a different character with somebody else.
He's a good actor.
I
like him.
So. I think he's fantastic.
Interview with a Vampire was terrific.
Well,
right?
yeah, well, I actually also think that I'm working with him at the best time to work with him.
Because he's probably miserable with all those kids, and now he'll give you 100% because he doesn't want to go home, right? Is that what you're thinking?
No, it's more the fact that, like, now he's in his 40s. The pretty boy stuff is gone. He's still really handsome.
Right.
But that pretty boy stuff is gone. He can lead the Bastards now.
Yes, he could be the leader
his
of
iconic thing is really going.
When he was really pretty, you wouldn't buy him as the guy leading a troop of men who are going to go behind enemy lines.
There also is the thing, he's been around as long as I have. He came out with Thelma and Louise in 91. I came out with Reservoir Dogs in 92. There's also 17 years of being a star.
That's right. And so it's a good collaboration. So you decide to you write this thing. The whole time you're writing it, you're thinking of Brad Pitt in this role.
Oh, yeah. So what I do is I call up his agent because I know his agent, and Uma Thurman's agent. I don't know that many agents, but this is one I know.
You banged Uma Thurman, right? Let's be honest. Come on.
I'm not going to talk about stuff like that on here. I'm not going to talk about stuff like that on here.
Oh, if I could bang her. Oh, yeah. Come on. Let me smell your penis.
Not saying a
He's
damn
not saying
thing.
anything. I have a feeling something went down, my friend. I hear her in my head right now. You can almost hear her coming out of my headphones.
So, as I was saying, I call up his agent. I say, "Hey, look,
how are you talking over Uma Thurman moaning like that? That's what I want.
Did you do this at the time?
You admit to banging Kathy Griffin, so why not Uma Thurman? Really?
I didn't bang Kathy Griffin.
You went out with her.
I made out with her.
You made out with Kathy?
We did the thing.
I never figure out your women choices, but we're going to get to that part of the interview.
The map is covered. It is kind of all over the map.
You had sex with Margaret Cho, right? And I got to tell you something, Margaret. Now
you're just picking people you see me photograph with and just figuring out that
Margaret is a sex freak.
She's sexy too,
and she'll do it with girls, with guys, everything. She is like sexually so open. She's been on the radio, talking about.
Oh
it.
yeah, no.
Was she the best
she talks about her pussy a lot.
Yeah, is she the best sex you ever had?
No.
Really?
Oh well, who was it?
Uma.
No, it's nobody you would know. It's nobody you would know.
Well, tell us her name anyway. She should be famous.
I bet you Uma's cold in bed.
Oh, stop.
You know why?
I'm not
She's
even.
too good looking.
Too
good looking.
You're getting dead air from me if you go further down this road.
When they're that good looking, are they not as loving?
Don't even quite stop trying to engage me.
I will engage you. I'll get back to that. Now, get back to this Brad Pitt story, for example. So you called. Now, let me understand something. How long does it take you to write Inglourious Bastards?
I came up with actually the idea a long time ago in the characters, but this last time when I wrote it and finished it, I actually wrote it in about 6 months.
You write this by yourself?
Yeah.
You go off in a room somewhere and write this thing. You had it in your head, but you have to sit down and write it.
Exactly, yeah.
How do you know how to write these things? I mean, I can't figure this out.
Well, that's what a writer does.
You are a writer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you admit it.
Oh, I know. That's actually, I almost think that's my main thing.
More than directing.
In some ways, yes.
Where do you conceive this idea from? Like, are you standing in the shower? And a lot of good ideas always come to me in the shower. Well, I once wrote a fart joke. It was unbelievable. I'm standing in the shower, and I'm thinking how funny it would be to just fart into the microphone. Where do you come up with your good ideas? Is it just walking around and it suddenly hits you?
Well, usually, actually, with me, it tends to start with something just extremely basic. I like genre movies.
Right.
So I enjoy that. And I even like the idea of subgenres inside of genres. And so I thought of wouldn't it be cool to do a war film, but in particular, wouldn't it be cool to do a bunch of guys on a mission war film?
Yes.
Like those, the Devil's Brigade and the Dirty Dozen, that kind of stuff. And they haven't made anything like that for a while.
What was the fantasy that Jews would be scalping?
Well, that was the next step. All right. So, the first step is, okay, let me throw my hat in that genre.
Right.
All right. Then, okay, bunch of guys on a mission. Well, who are the guys?
Yeah.
All right. And then I actually thought of wait, what if it's a bunch of American Jews behind enemy lines doing an Apache resistance?
That's the brilliance, right? That's the brilliance.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Do you thank God? Are you a religious man?
Not really.
Do you think the nature?
Well,
because who gets that thought?
It's funny you say that because I'm not a religious man.
Right.
At the same time, if I am religious, it's about my writing ability.
Yes.
I do feel that there is. I consider it a God-given gift, even though I don't really believe in God.
So
I don't know what that means.
I'm in the same confusing universe that you're in.
Yeah. I believe in past lives, though. Do you believe in past lives?
I'm not going to get that crazy.
No, there'd have to be something out there if there were past lives.
See, I don't believe in past lives, and then I'll go, that person's an old soul.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it's contradiction upon contradiction.
Yeah, and I go,
you don't know what's training and what's society and what is.
I know, and then I get a great idea, so I go, thank God. So who knows what it is? So wait a second. So here we are. So now we come up with this great idea for the flick. Yeah. You sit for 6 months and you write it. Now you're done. Your dream guy is Brad Pitt to be a star in this movie. Yeah. You call up the agent, and what does the agent say? Fuck you?
No. Actually, what he said, what I say is look, I'm gonna be done in about 3 weeks,
right?
And I've got this thing for Brad. Not only that, though, I'm making it easy on myself. I need to go right away. I can't wait for them.
You mean, in other words, you want to start shooting this
Right away, because I wanted to be done in time for the Cannes Film Festival.
Did you have the funding already in place? Everything?
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that. I knew I had that in my back pocket.
What do you mean you had that in your back pocket?
Well, I knew I was going to make it with the Weinsteins, and I'd make a deal with somebody, with a studio.
What if the
for
Weinsteins
foreign.
didn't like the script?
That's
impossible.
That was
That's impossible when you're you. It's impossible that they wouldn't like the script.
That's impossible.
All right, get out of here now. Wait a second. So now you're telling me you write the script and you say, okay, I got to go meet with Brad Pitt. So they fly you to France.
Well, no. But here's the thing, though, is like I'm creating a perfect storm for the word no.
Right.
All right, because I have all these things that have to work in order for it to work, and sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. But this time it was like, Quentin, that's perfect. He's ready to work right now. Actually, the sooner the better.
You would think Brad Pitt would have like 50 films lined up.
Yeah, no, but actually, well, Brad's smart. That's one of the things about it is he does not back himself up like 3 pictures in advance because he wants to be available when good material comes his way.
So that is a good move, isn't it? So a movie like that, Brad Pitt could do another Legends of the Fall and make a fortune. So you're not going to him with a big money offer, are you, on this?
Well, it's a medium money. For him, it would probably be a medium money offer. It's still a lot of damn money.
He's willing to. What'd you have to give him? Do you know?
I think it was something like $9 million.
Wow, $9 million. But it's worth it because I mean, his name will get.
Yeah.
I mean, if he ain't in the movie, you know. But the star of the movie is this guy who plays the Nazi,
Christoph Waltz. Yeah.
What's his name?
Christoph Waltz.
Boy, is he good.
Yeah, he won the Best Actor at the Cannes Film Festival.
The Jew Hunter.
Yeah.
He's terrific.
Colonel Hans Landa of the SS.
Love this guy.
The guy's awesome.
Most relaxed actor I've ever seen.
Now, where'd you find him? He was just lying around?
Him we got for $9.
Yeah.
That's how it sets off the $9 million.
Deutschmark.
Right. Is he just some unknown dude?
No. He's known in Germany as a TV actor.
Okay.
Yeah, he does they do a lot of miniseries in Germany, so he's like second or third lead on a miniseries in Germany.
And he's multilingual.
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of the things when I wrote the script is, when I finished the script, one of the things about Hans Landa's character is he's a linguistic genius.
Yes.
And I knew I needed the actor to be a linguistic genius, or else he would just never be what he was on the page.
He was terrific. And so you get to the part where now you have to talk to Brad Pitt in person.
Yeah, he likes the script and he wants to discuss it.
Are you nervous approaching him? Because after all, he's become bigger since he married this Angelina Jolie.
Here's the thing. I wasn't nervous about seeing Brad, but because I really couldn't come up with anybody else that I thought would have been as perfect a fit to play the role, I was a little nervous because I had nowhere else to go afterwards in my brain.
So you, right.
And also, there is a
he has you by the balls in a sense.
Well, it is a little different insofar as I I think Robert Forster is the perfect person to play in Jackie Brown. I'll be able to get Robert Forster.
Right.
All right. When all of a sudden Brad is the perfect guy, I could not get him.
What would you have done if you had a backup plan? If Brad Pitt wasn't available, you only had 3 weeks for him to give you this window of time. Who would you have gone to if it wasn't Brad Pitt?
Well, actually, I don't have to dig deep. So I never went there. I really kind of.
You went there.
No.
You went there.
I actually kind of believe oftentimes in just no fallback because you don't intend to fall back.
There really was no fallback. You never said in your mind, Brad Pitt.
I was going to get him. I was just going to get. I mean, once I found out he was available, I was going to get him.
And he wasn't turned off that you were approaching him in the middle of him having twins. I got a feeling this guy's miserable. Now, I want you to be totally honest with me. I think he married Angelina Jolie. She's hottest chick on the planet. They look like they belong together. I think it was a on-set beautiful romance. Now he's in over his head. He's swimming in children
Actually,
of all different types.
I'm not the one to comment on
yes, you are.
on his
you
private
know
life.
so much.
But I do. But I will tell you, when I was I actually saw all the kids when I went to visit him in France.
Were you overwhelmed?
They were really cool.
Well, cool. You're there for 10 minutes.
I know. But it is the kind of thing when you see his daughters and his sons and everything. It is the kind of thing. I don't know if I want that many kids, but it is the kind of thing that I'm like, well, there are some really cool benefits about being a dad when you have all these kids around.
Like what?
Well, it's just like, well, for instance, one of his daughters was just so sweet, and she was like, "Daddy this and Daddy
Which
that."
one? The adopted one or the biological one?
The black one.
The black one?
Yeah.
Do you think the black one is jealous of the biological one.
No, I think no. I watch them. They all get around.
There are three biological ones now.
They get along terrific.
The black ones don't shut up.
I think
Let me just finish my point.
You're saying the black kid was more verbal than the white one?
No. It was just the fact that she was just daddy this, daddy that, daddy this, daddy that, in a really sweet way. And I was like, I wouldn't mind being called daddy to this little girl. It was really
You'd last
sweet.
10 minutes. Isn't it true? You have this incredible lifestyle. You're free to go and roam around.
I don't have this lifestyle.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I was musing for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
When you see the whole family together, are you aware of the racial component? Like, do you go, oh, that's the black kid, that's the white kid?
Well, he just did it.
Yes.
Well, there is the black girl, all right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's got to be startling in a way to see.
No, it's not startling.
Right.
It is what it is.
It just is. It's just something that
it
exists.
is. Actually, it's not startling at all. I mean, you didn't
faint when you saw this?
No, I'm just saying. It's just. I mean,
you don't mind
they're a
black
family.
people.
You don't mind being with black people, with
they're
white
a
people.
family.
Right. All right. So in other words, you're not a racist, is what we're saying, right?
Barely.
Right. Barely. All right. A little bit, but not so much. So what you're saying is you walk into this guy's house now, and here's Brad Pitt, and it's time to get him for your new movie, Inglourious Bastards. Mm-hmm. And I bullshit you not. That film is a great film. Did the critics review it yet?
A lot of them have come out, yeah.
Did you get good reviews?
Oh, yeah. Well, I always get mixed reviews because my shit is what it is.
Right.
And you're either going to like it or you're not going to like it.
In a way, you got to be a Quentin Tarantino fan. You got to understand where you come from on all this stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it. So you walk in, he's read the script, right?
Yeah.
And he says, hey, I like this script.
Mm-hmm.
I can play this part. Right. Or he didn't even say that?
No, actually, the thing about it, one of the things he said that was really cool is he wanted to talk about the very end. Because I don't want to give away the very ending. Right. But there is a situation in the movie where towards the end, history went one way and I go the other way.
Right.
And he wanted to talk about it.
He had a problem with it? And did you say, my IQ's 160? How dare you?
He wanted to discuss it. He wanted to know where I was coming from as far as this was concerned.
Did you say, you know what? You just look pretty on screen. Let me worry about the ending.
Well, no, the thing about what he said was so cool because I knew it was one of the things he wanted to talk about.
Right.
And look, we don't get around. He lives on a vineyard, so we're just like one bottle of rosé after another. So
the two of you are alcoholics, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Right. You're sitting and drinking.
So we're three. Yeah, we're down into bottle 3 of the rosé.
My God.
Do you pinch yourself and say, here I was working in a video store and now I'm having rosé with Brad Pitt in his house in France?
Well, at the time when I was in a video store, I think he was working in a restaurant.
Somebody had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
So He didn't want to insult you.
Yeah, so now, what's your take on that?
Yeah.
But I just thought that was really cool. It was just, okay, now we're going to bring up the controversial aspect. Oh, by the way, I'm in. I'm doing it.
Did you, well, he was being nice, I think.
Yeah.
That's really good. He put you at ease. Mm-hmm. And do you think, does he say to you, why is the word bastard spelled B-A-S-T-E-R-D? Does he say things like that?
Actually, he didn't bring that up at all.
Now, people bring that up and you say, I have no idea why that I did that.
No, I know why I did. I mean, it's an artistic stroke.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it really is.
If you changing that
to describe it, to put it under the microscope is to take the piss out of it.
Like when Abby Hoffman called America with a K or something.
Yeah, or when Basquiat took his restaurant bill and Elmer glued it to his painting. It's just you don't talk about it. You just did it.
Never bring that guy up again. Never heard of him. Okay. So in other words, Basquiat. Yeah. So you
black guy.
You sit there. There you go. You sit
He's another
there.
Black guy.
Another
He's
black
dead.
guy. You sit there with Brad Pitt.
Dead black guy.
And this Brad Pitt, and he's going through this whole thing. His wife's having twins. Does she ever come home during this Angelina Jolie, or
she just had twins? She's in
the hospital.
Yeah.
Don't you think he should be in the hospital with Angelina Jolie?
He was with her all day. He was with her the whole day before.
He's in the middle of the vineyard getting drunk.
I mean, don't you think that's a little weird?
I think the day you have twins, you'll be drinking about 5 bottles of rosé yourself.
How long is this meeting?
I hadn't thought about that. That's why we drank so much.
How long is the meeting? Are you kidding? He's so free. Now, how is he able to drink while he's supposed to be watching these kids? They claim they have no help. You saw help, don't you? You saw help there, didn't you?
There was. They have
nannies.
They have some friends.
Because there's no way this guy's getting through. This guy is the biggest box office star.
No, he was actually. I mean, there was other people to help, but it's like he was taking care of the kids.
He was involved during this meeting, like the kids kids would interrupt and say, "Dad, I need you to do
Oh,
this."
yeah, they come and sit on his lap for a while, then yank him around, and he's like, "Okay, now leave me alone for a while. I got to talk." You know?
And who takes the kids when that you have to talk?
Oh,
There's
actually,
a nanny?
they just go away for a little while.
They just go somewhere.
Yeah, but we actually hung out. I mean, I was.
They listen to him.
Yeah, I was there till like 3 a.m. or something. So we
Really?
were all hanging out. And
Hold it a second. The whole time you're at Brad Pitt's house, you're hanging out till 3 a.m. Don't you think? Do you ever say to yourself, maybe I'm annoying this guy? Maybe it's time for me to go home.
That's not a dad kind of move to
Yeah.
stay up till 3 a.m.
I don't stay more than
I
an
flew
hour.
all the way to France. That's not the time you cut it short. All right.
Are you with Brad Pitt the entire time? Like
yeah,
till 3 a.m? Yeah.
What are you doing? You don't just stay there sitting and drinking.
That's exhausting.
Why not?
Yeah, you say that like it's a bad thing.
You know why I'm fascinated by this? Like, people will come to my home, and I sit there and I go, okay, we spent an hour or two. Aren't
Now
we
what do
done
we
now?
do?
Can I go off and do something by myself?
Well, it might be a little. Actually, with Brad, it wouldn't be different if I just came over to just have a drink and talk. Because every time he's come over to my house, we've been up until 3 a.m. or something.
Really? I find that exhausting.
No, we have a good.
Does he ever say to you, okay, now I want to go to bed?
Eventually, all right, but it's like, but it actually.
You mean if you
Did
came,
he have
if I
to
invited
throw you out?
Yeah, I mean, did he throw you out of the house?
No, it was.
Did you
just,
sleep over?
It was just eventually over. No, I
You had a
left.